Good morning all, we are back at it with another video. We're on the road bike today. On the road bike and we are heading to the Dandenongs for a bit of a long endurance ride. I decided to take you guys with me, so let's go.
Rightio, so this is sort of a one-take voiceover type thing, so if you'd rather just watch the footage and listen to music in your own thing and just mute the volume, it's all yours. But I'm just going to voice over this footage just in how I'm thinking and what's to sort of go, and let's get started. So it was 10k until we start. It was a group of 6 of us at the start, and it was pouring rain. It wasn't hard rain, but it got me soaked to the bone. I didn't have a vest on. It was just really just a singlet and then a jersey. My arm almost kept falling down, so I was in a pretty mixed bag at the start there. I wasn't doing too good. But the boys were keeping me company. Had a nice chat to everyone. Got started through when we met everyone and got the first climb out of the way, and we started basically just going up all the way to Emerald. It was mainly along the main roads, sort of thing. Still pouring with rain. A few of the boys, morale wasn't really the highest, but it's just getting into elevation in. So how we're passing, so we got Greg here on the nice little trek. We got Marcus, Stuart, Paul and Wolf who organised the ride. So big props to him for doing all of this and organising it. It's been an absolute blast. It was about 40 k's till we got to Emerald, which we're about to enter now. It was when it that's when Greg turned around. He decided it's enough for him, which is good. He did a really solid effort at the start. And then us 5 continued straight. We got down to Mumble, and that's when that's had enough. We were sick and tired of it. But there was some really nice roads through there, nice rolling hills, and since it's Good Friday today, nice public holiday, it was really quiet. Few cars, of course, but cars were generally pretty nice and kept the distance. And of course we chose the back road, so it was pretty chill. Scenery in the Dandenongs is also really nice with all the ferns and the lush greenery, and even though it was cold and it was freezing and it was raining, it did make the scenery much better. This was the nice climb up to Mumbolc here. So I guess I'll put the sound up and I'll let you guys listen to it a bit. The nice, rain and the little bit of wind, and I guess the cycling strokes of the pedals. Right, so this is just past Mumbolc, where we have decided we're not going to go up to Lilydale and back down through the Dandenong Ranges anymore. Due to some gravel sections that we didn't think it was going to be the best idea. So we decided to head east, and we're going to go down to Gembrook and do a bit more of the mountains that way. So still same amount of elevation and distance. We're just going to do a slightly altered route and just see what happens from there. So Mumbolc was about 60 k's in, and then we started heading east up to around Warrialik, and then across Launching Place, and then back down Gembrook Road, which did have its fair share of hills, of course, and we entered Gembrook at 100 k's in, so had a nice stop. Chatted to some fellow cyclists that we saw coming up the hill, which is really nice, and the views are insane. We went around average speed of 25, 26 throughout the ride, So we got to really intake all of the views and scenery, because it's not every day you get to ride up here. We are very fortunate that we live such a nice area, in terms of scenery and roads and all that stuff. Rightio, we got to Gembrook, saw a cafe that's open, and I absolutely devoured a nice looking toasty sandwich and a mocha. Definitely worth it, and I needed that to get back home, because I only had one gel and one lolly left, and I was running pretty low on resources. Still with 60 k's to go. Stuart got picked up there, because that's the furthest he's already ridden. So, and he was soaked to the bone, so he decided to pull the pin. So it's just Marcus, Paul, Wolf, and me, to go back home. We did decide to do extras along Bessie Creek, Door Road, and down to Narnagoon, just to get the extra distance in, finish off the elevation. I still had a bit of legs in me, so I decided to just go solo for a little bit, just do my own thing until the turn off. Get rid of some legs, otherwise I don't feel like I've done enough that ride, even though it's been a massive day already. Nice beautiful descent down here. Rightio, we're back into Pakenham now, back into the final 10-15 k's, so we've done about 140 k's by this point. Jumped forward a fair bit, because I was on the front and I was pushing in the wind, so I didn't really get to take out my phone. And I'll leave it to Axel. Bit after I've had a shower, I've chilled out, but it totaled in 160 k's with over 2,000 meters of elevation and just over 6 hours of riding time. So it was pretty slow, but I enjoyed it. It's one of the longer rides I've ever done, and I'm really stoked with the outcome, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.